Hello, hello, and welcome coming into being. Here we are. So let me send out my message and we will get started. So there we are. Uh, let's just take a nice deep breath in and let it all out. And let's take another nice deep breath in. Sometimes it's like, we switch and we're a little caught by a surprise. Oh, Frosty Crow, good to see you. And if you're popping in, you can just say hi. You don't need to request to be in your live. You should be able to just access it directly without. I've done that too because I couldn't figure out what to do. But if you're seeing me, you're hearing me. You've joined, so you're here, and that's okay. Yeah, that's no worries, no worries. We'll just ignore that other things. It's Star Galaxy Cat, and I see some people on the other side. So Alexandra and Lydia. So hi guys, hi everybody, and Wisdom Happy. uh, Daylight saving times. Yes, right. And it's going to be, so thanks for saying that, because it's going to be for the United States for the rest of the month. Looking ahead, on Wednesdays, I was looking, and it's not until April 3rd that we change time and we're back to 1 o'clock, so Eastern. So for the rest of the month for US and Canada, I'm assuming Canada changes with the US, but who knows? Everybody's on their own time these days. So it's an hour later, and then April 3rd, it will go back to the regular hour. And Asta just popped in. So hello, everybody. It's always fun to see people pop up again and stuff. But let's just take a deep breath in, kind of switch around, especially if you've been busy running around and stuff. And it's nice to just take that moment to sit, take a deep breath in, take in your environment before you go on to the next item. So let's do that right now for ourselves. There's always a lot of busyness in life. And it's really important to just take that time. I say that often, but it's really good to just take that time to just, even just for a minute, just kind of stand there. As you're walking down the street, you might even feel the need. It's like, okay, I'm moving too fast here. Just kind of stop yourself wherever you are. If you're feeling self-conscious, pull out the cell phone and just look at it, and just forget what the cell phone, but commenting, just forget the cell phone, stop, pause, feel yourself where you are in your present moment, and then move forward. And then you'll find yourself moving a lot more slowly, and not necessarily a lot more slowly, but kind of more at the pace you need to be moving at. Sometimes my mind feels cluttered instead of clear. Okay, that's because you're letting external stuff coming into your head. And so taking that time to just recenter yourself, realign, connect to your physical body, and to the present moment, to what's around you, taking that moment to notice what's around you. And it's like you're sitting there, like I'm in this room where I am, and wherever you are, just take a look around you and get a sense of the space of the room around you, like the whole space. Almost like you're in that aquarium with nobody on the outside looking in. But in that box, in that aquarium of the room you're in, get a sense of that container of the room. And then take a couple deep breaths. You're just noticing that space, that whole space that you're in. And like I'm becoming really aware of how messy everything looks in my room. But just notice where everything's at. Notice what this space around you is all about, what it contains. And just doing that is sort of this first piece of moving into yourself and into the moment. And then as you notice the space around you, just kind of bring that focus into yourself, into here, into your body now, here now in your body. And see if you can get a sense of your body as this other container. Yeah? Really feeling that. And so it's almost like you're shrinking yourself, your awareness, you're shrinking it back into inside of you. So with that awareness out there, to the container, just kind of comment on that if you're noticing that, of like when you had your awareness on the whole room that you're in, and as you bring that awareness to yourself, there's kind of the sense of this pulling in, and if you just kind of say, yeah, I'm feeling that. If you're noticing that energetic movement of your awareness from being aware of the whole room to being aware of yourself. Maria Jose, hello. Good to see you. So if you are aware of that, that's really good. That's just your that awareness. And when you start picking up cues for yourself, that's very helpful, of noticing. It's like, whoa, okay, I'm really out there. And as you bring your awareness into yourself, you can feel that movement back in. It's like, okay, yeah, I was out there. And that's why you get all these thoughts going on, cluttering up your mind, is because you're actually outside, not really lined in. So taking a deep breath in, and close your eyes if you want to, and let yourself really just be in your body, present with your body, feeling that whole container of your body, just like you did with the room. And notice if that feels like it almost feels like tightening in, pulling in, squeezing yourself in, squeezing your awareness in. And yeah, a lot of people, and feeling into those legs, because I'm seeing that a lot of people are really not present in their legs. So they're kind of more, at best, like a hips on to the top. So let yourself just kind of stretch back down into your legs as well. Drop out of the mind, out of the head. Yeah, and notice just how that shifts you and brings more calmness to your state, coming into your body, and then really making sure that you're down into your legs, down to the feet and the toes. Yeah. And feeling that breath. Notice how everything just starts to come to a normal pace. It slows down from that fast pace. Everything slows down. Coming into your own rhythm, your own pace, the pace of the present moment. Yeah. And then closing your eyes if you want, or working with this with your eyes open as well. If you have a hard time with having your eyes open, just close your eyes for a moment. If you have a hard time with your eyes closed, then open them for a moment. There's reasons for it being difficult for both sides. And you might also feel just kind of this, it might feel like a weight, like coming down, becoming a little heavier. So that means becoming more present. You're just noticing the energetics of becoming more present in your physical body and in this time-space moment. Notice what you're sitting on. If it's a chair, if it's a bed, whatever it is, sofa, pillow, on the floor, just notice that. Notice what you're sitting on. Notice the contact of your body with what you are sitting on. How does that feel? Notice it's not just the texture, but the density of what you're sitting on. And by comparison, because it's easier to do it by comparison, to really strengthen that presence in your body. So notice what you're sitting on, and notice, like I said a moment ago, the density. What does it feel? Does it feel, if you're sitting on a pillow, that might feel softer. If you're sitting on a hard chair, that's going to feel different than sitting on a soft pillow. I just tune into that for a moment and notice that. My chair is a little bit on the hard side, so there's kind of this firmness there. There's a resistance to kind of going down with the weight of my body there, as opposed to a soft pillow where just you kind of go through the pillow in a way, yeah? So again, noticing what you're sitting on, and then shift your awareness to your physical body, right, with whatever is touching what you're sitting on. So maybe your butt, your thighs. If you're lying down, it might be your whole back, your head. And feel your body. See what you can notice of how that feels with that contrast of feeling what you're on. Any sensations, don't discount it. Just any sensations, having that awareness coming from what you've been sitting on to your body. And just sinking into that awareness, that impression into that body even more. You might notice like maybe a tingling sensation, or maybe even kind of like little bubbles. It's hard to describe, but just, how would you compare it to? Would you compare it to like little bubbles, little popping, little blurps, little blips? Notice that for yourself. Do you have a sense of movement? Like it could be, you have this sense of, if you have your awareness in one area, just that sense of that something kind of moving in that. I mean, your body is alive, right? Okay. Let's switch to the chair. Bring your awareness to the chair now. And feel that. So getting that comparison. Again, it's always easier to compare than just kind of like putting your awareness on something and like, it kind of feels like that. So if you compare it with something else, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So if you're feeling into the chair, the pillow, the mattress, the floor, feeling that level of density that it has, maybe kind of that textural quality. Does it feel? How does it feel now? You felt your chair. We went to the body. Now back to the chair. Are you getting a sense of that difference? So maybe more stagnant, maybe more stiff, motionless, maybe. I'm just kind of putting those words out, see if that fits. Don't just like, because I'm saying it's like, oh yeah, that's it. Just putting those out as possibilities for you. It might depend on the material that what you're sitting is made from. Now come back into your body. Feel the body, feel that area of where that's right against what you're sitting on or lying down on. Now let's expand that awareness to the rest of the body. So with each breath, just take a breath in, normal breath in, and then exhale. And then on subsequent in-breaths, just kind of feel yourself expanding your awareness to the rest of your body. So the rest of the thighs, if you're sitting on a chair, for example, we've got your butt and your thighs. So the whole rest of that lower abdomen and upper legs, expanding to the lower legs, to the feet. Probably a good place to be going first, since the people were not really in their legs earlier. Some of you is because you meditate cross-legged, and so there's and that's fine if you're meditating cross-legged, but then when you're standing up and moving around, bringing your awareness down into your legs. There's a reason for meditating cross-legged, is it creates energetically, it creates a closed circuit kind of thing. So it helps to build up the energy within. But just afterwards, when you stand up again, just really allow yourself to come into your legs and down in all the way into your feet. It's about being in present physical level of existence. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So feel those legs, all those legs, and let's keep moving up with each in-breath of just expanding that awareness. So we've got the legs, and let's include on the next in-breath, include going up towards the belly button, up to the waist. And just take a couple breaths there or so, or more if you need to. Just with every in-breath, just feeling that whole section of body. And maybe it actually you feel that warmth, you feel that tingling in that area. Maybe a little jitteriness. Who knows? Notice what you're feeling, your body. Become aware of your body in this moment. And if there's any areas of tightness, just notice that. Just breathe into that tightness. You might be getting emotions coming up too, because our emotions are not just, our memories are not just in our heads, in our brains. They're in every cell in our body. So you could come across an area and you kind of like, ooh, little pocket of emotion, of memory of something that's there. And then on the next in-breath, just moving up into add the chest. So all from the toes, all the way up the legs, the lower abdomen, the mid-abdomen, and the upper abdomen. And let's kind of hang out there first, some breaths. So every inhale, just feeling that even more. And on the exhale, if you want to release anything, feel any tightness, just kind of like, okay, releasing that tightness. Releasing that little bubble of whatever. Giving more room to your physical body when we release those little memories, little mental thoughts, little energy things that get stuck in our bodies, emotions. Might kind of been, other people's energies that we have taken on in different areas. Yeah, and that's actually, that one kind of brought up a bit of stuff for people of carrying other people. So that's moving away. Very good. So we're going to hang out here for a little bit longer. So again, on your inhale, becoming even more aware of yourself, your toes through your legs, and your whole torso. Yeah, we've got little beings moving off of people, which is good, so that your body, your cells can come into themselves, so to speak. Again, you come into your own body that way, releasing things that don't need to be there. And smiling at you. Wow. Hello. I just noticed you're on. You're kind of in between two things. Good to see you. It's been a while. There we go. So making more space for you and your body, and that way your body can function better also. Kind of line up to where it's meant to be instead of where it was imposed on to be. All right. And on the next inhale, expanding that awareness. So we've got the toes, the feet, all the way up the legs, the whole torso. Let's include the arms in the next inhale and becoming aware of everything below the neck. Might feel a little weird when I say that because I really emphasize that. But your head's there too. We'll do that less, and they'll feel more balanced once we get there. Yeah, so that's bringing up. That's kind of bringing up some past life kind of stuff for people, for some, not everybody, with like maybe getting your head cut off or that kind of stuff coming up. So, somebody's like chains around, or not, maybe not a chain, but something around your neck, or like a not a noose. It looks more like a metal choke collar, basically. So slavery, that's a slavery piece. Yeah, old. Oh, this is interesting because that feels like there's, let's see, who's that? Yeah, so it's one person in particular that goes actually back to just about the Roman Empire at the time of Christ. Having been a slave in that time period. So shifting that, releasing that out for you. For someone else, that's triggering a memory of that's more like Asia, but also slavery, having been maybe in a different forms, but having been in when you're so slavery. So I'm going to extend that definition here a little bit, of having been forced to be in a situation, in a life, and having no freedom, no not being able to do anything else, and you're in that life and you're obligated to that. That's a type of slavery. So that's coming up. That's coming up from, yeah, actually there's different areas of the world. Okay, we're also stepping into not just pieces for people here. Hey Roya, good to see you. But also we're stepping into the collective. So shifting some of those pieces of slavery, of having been slave. And again, like I said, when you get imposed upon and you have no other option available or given to you. Your voice turned deep on my phone. I just reset it. Okay, that's interesting. So I think so that's a piece of that's clearing out for you more than was that coming through me, and hearing it through that filter. So and that feels like that's a piece of having a pattern of domination from like a masculine figure. Yeah. Does that make sense to you, Frosty Crow, of that kind of domination energy from a masculine? And I mean, it could be a woman who's very carries herself in a very masculine, domineering way, kind of thing. Okay, very good. Yeah, there's a big collective piece. Yes, very much. Yeah, there we go. Alpha energy. Yeah, that makes sense. So shifting that deep breath. Hey, Brian, welcome. Good to see you. Okay, now let's move into next breath. So first, before we do that, let's take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and hold it for 3, 4, 5. See if you can hold it up to 10. And then when you reach that count, exhale it all out. Exhale all your breath as fast as you want, but completely exhale everything out of your lungs. Squeeze your lungs, push it all out, and allow that body to just breathe back in. Yeah, so wisdom happy. At least one person on the call has a recall of past life with a head cut off. Yeah. There we go. And now on the next inhale, breathing in and from the toes, your whole body, toes up the legs, your torso, your arms, your neck, and your head. See if you can get a sense of your whole body and your awareness with your breath. And it's like your whole body, everything is just expanding and contracting with the breath all the way through. You know, kind of, if you imagine like you're blowing up a balloon, expands out, then contracts as you let some of the air out, expands back out. See if you can feel your whole body with that breath, breathing. Yeah, so shifting some deeper layers there, some more layers for people. So Frosty Crow, what I want you to do is just kind of have a sense of that without tuning into it too really, but to have a sense of that alpha energy around you. And anybody else. So we'll do anybody else when you, if right now you're feeling that there's something else around you right now. Maybe not, but we've got at least Frosty Crow here. Just kind of really feel your body, become really present in your body. And in whatever direction that other thing is in, just notice it without going there, staying in your body, staying centered in your body. And really come into that strong no for yourself, holding that vibration within yourself of that no. And no like you mean it, kind of no. No hesitation about saying no and putting up that hand to stop that other presence. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and Frosty Crow. So that's something for you to work on, to really hold that no, because there's hesitation in you. There's in doing that. So just kind of keep repeating that no right now. And with each time, just allow yourself, a little bit, sometimes it's just, okay, we feel unsure of ourselves and we don't need to really go into why and all that, but feeling a little hesitant. And then by doing it over and over again, then it starts to be, you start to be able to say no, 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 and really build that. So yes, I have a hard time with letting go. Yeah, so it's not so much letting go here. It's about holding really strongly for yourself. Like in this case, it's about that no, and that saying no to somebody coming into your space. So kind of the opposite of what you're talking about here. Just holding that so strongly that you're just not going to let go. There's no way to push you over. Yeah. And Wisdom Happy just had a huge release. Good. I've been getting attack online for speaking. Yeah, you brought that up last time. I chopped off because I'm too opinionated. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Is it the same pattern repeating? Well, part of what's happening with the too opinionated is you're actually pushing into people because you want to make your point so strongly that you're going boom right into people. And that happens a lot when we first, so you're not the only one. I've done that myself, and I've seen other people do that when they step into this other place of like having to say no. So this is kind of coming up with the no, that you're going, no, you kind of just like really push into other people because you want to really make sure you're drawing that line for yourself. And as you become stronger and just holding that for yourself without pushing on the external, without going, no, then you can just hold that really strongly without pushing, kind of thing. So that's what's part of what's going on for you, Wisdom Happy. So the strength does not come from pushing energetically out, but it just comes from holding so strong, okay, let's do this. Let's have everybody do this. Okay, let's take a nice deep breath in. Release. Come into your breath and into your breathing. So just feel yourself. You're breathing for a moment. And think of like a huge tree. Like sequoias are coming up. Maybe Frosty Crow, you might be around the sequoias or whatever. Redwoods over there. Or also big live oak, huge oak tree or big tree or big boulder. But let's stick with the trees. So a huge tree, and just feel that tree just solid, anchored. Get a sense of what that feels like to be solid and anchored and not moving. Rooted in the earth. Let yourself feel that for yourself in your being, of being solid, holding strong, holding steady, not budging. Yeah, you might have your hair blowing around with the wind, with what's going on, and moving your head. Maybe you're moving your head, shaking out like the tree branches moving in the wind and all that. But you're solid. Yeah. That's solid from within and not needing to push. The tree isn't reaching out and going, move away from me, right? At first we do that because we're so unsure of ourselves, we're so uncomfortable, but we're managing to at least kind of take that action. So that's happens a lot when we're not used to drawing that line. We kind of draw it in the sand even more deeply, really kind of dig it in there, make our point. And that's fine. Just know that you have to come into that strength within yourself more. So that big, huge tree just anchored into the ground. Nothing is budging that tree. Yeah. And from there, so let's just drop all the way down into the core of the earth, connecting into the earth there. All the way down. Okay, some people are there and some other people are not. So keep your awareness focused in on the core of the earth. And some of you, yeah, got your pedestal. I can recognize that. Good for you. You doing that. That's coming in clearly. And keep dropping. Okay, so wisdom happy, you need to drop down deeper. So just core of the earth. Hold that. Drop down. And keep dropping down. Just put everything else aside. There you've got an identity that's just not letting you get more grounded, get more present. And part of what's happening, part of what I see happening for you, Wisdom Happy, is that you want to see yourself as being further along with this little piece that just came up than you are. So there's this of you, there's this identity that's coming up that's like, yeah. But I am better than that. It's like, just put that aside for now. Just like notice that, just say, okay, we'll come back to this later. Right now, let's connect to the earth. Connect on down, drop on down. Yeah, there you go. It's okay. It's all right to just put that aside for now. It'll be there later if you want, at the end of the session. That's fine. There we go. Slowly, gently coming down. There we go. Very nice. Okay, we're still having you focus on that because not everybody, there's some of you that are solid, but there's a good number of you that aren't. So keep your awareness on the core of the earth, filling your body, feeling like you're dropping down to the core of the earth, connecting into that earth, like you're just sinking, your feet are sinking in that mud, in the sand, and you're going reaching down. Oh. Okay, that's better. There we go. There we go. Nice. See if you notice the shift with that. It's a little wobbly today. There's some days where the group is doing much better with that, but it's more solid. It's also you're more kind of just anchored in place. That's when you know when you're grounded, okay? When you're really grounded. Really present, yeah. Feel your body in this place. Feel yourself in this place. And some of you have people, not a whole lot of time to go through this, but some of you have people who are grounding through you, who are, and what I mean by that is that they have a hard time holding their place, their space, and so they're kind of grabbing onto you. So that's making you unsteady. Like families showing up for some of you. Some of you, it's friends. Some of you are really clean. Roya is doing wonderfully well. You know why. I usually send my energy to the core of the earth, sending my body now. Okay, so yeah, sending my body now. You don't want to send your body down. Let's only pause on that for a minute. Okay, what happens when you do that? With that, let me send my body down. Is that you're actually disconnecting from yourself and you're moving out of your body and seeing yourself from above, and that gives you the impression of going down to the core of the earth when you're actually pulling up. So you feel your body. So Nancy, so yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That's an interesting point there. So feel your body. Feel whatever your feet are on. And let's see if I need to say this differently for you. Feel what your feet are standing on. So if it's the floor, if you're not on the dirt or on the ground, that's fine. Just feel that floor and feel the floor. Okay, so if you're in a building, feel the floor. Feel that structure of the building going to the earth. Your body's still in whatever room it's in, but it's connected to the structure of the building. The structure of the building is there. Have a sense of that structure of the building without leaving your body. And then the building is on the ground. The building's on the earth. And that connects you to the earth. So feel it that way. I'm really upset about dinting in 3D, nothing to do with this high, far too distracted. Okay, I'm not really clear on what you are wanting to say, Wisdom Happy, if you want to type that back in, because that is a little bit kind of all over the place there. So Nancy, yeah, for you, just focus on really feeling your body, feeling your feet on the ground, you know, and if it's in the building, inside a building, just feeling that structure of that building as you feel the floor, the structure of the building, that building on top of the earth, and feel that. Just feel that. Feel it that way. That'll be better for you. Because otherwise you're pulling out of your body. And when you, like you said, drop, I usually send my energy down, you're moving out of your body. So, Frosty Crow, I see myself as a fetus in the core of the earth, the umbilical cord, the connection to the roots, the warmth and darkness provides comfort and healing. Okay. Yeah, and Frosty Crow, I'm going to say that works for you because of your culture. A lot of people that will pull them out, and that's fine. You know, I'm just kind of pointing that out. That's a beautiful imagery. And when I've worked with your aunt, that comes in very strongly for me. I've got, you know, the sessions I've done with her are really interesting because they are so radically different because of that cultural piece that comes in, and that spirit, that cultural flavor of that spirit piece. Yeah, so that's yeah, thanks. That's a nice reminder there. Just pillar. Yeah, so so Nancy, yeah, the pillar, and just kind of like that pillar and being really focused on being on the earth, and that's good for you. And feeling just on the earth. There's that pillar, your body's that pillar. There's the earth. Boom. And you're there. Very nice. Yeah. So wisdom happy, can you kind of restate that, or uh, if you want? If not, that's fine. Just kind of sit in that frustration. Wisdom happy. Yes, thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, good. They're just bring you into your body and not have you pull out. Yeah, that's unfortunately with the new age stuff, they're not always learning it the proper way, because a lot of people teach the stuff and they have no sense of what people are doing energetically. It's like, oh yeah, I've heard this. This is a great technique, and that they have people do it. They have no idea what, they're clueless as to what the technique is all about and what people are actually doing when they do the technique. So it's not necessarily the technique, but it's just not being able to track people, what people are doing. So, all right. So feeling that connection to the earth, feeling ourselves in our bodies on the earth, standing strong, and the earth is there. Yeah. Feeling your body, breathing into your body. Yeah, nice. Feeling that solidness that you have right now. Just about everybody has solidness, and wisdom happy, even you. But what I think what you've got going on is you've got that solidness that's showing up on kind of underneath this other layer of stuff that you're still, that's kind of just kind of going like this with you around you. So just kind of pull into yourself more. It's like that stuff is here. You're putting your awareness here. Just pull inside. Feel that outer layer of skin level. Feel like you're looking out through your eyes. You pulled into your body so much, it feels like you're looking through these little windows of your eyes, kind of thing. Feel your breath. Notice your breath. And again, feel kind of that solidness, that presence. This is what it means to be in your body, that presence. Maybe take a moment to just kind of remember what you felt like before coming onto here. Yeah, okay. So like I said, wisdom happy, you've got all this stuff kind of floated around here. Insanely distracted today, not even here. So just well, it's not that you're not here. It's what's happening is it's like you've got this goo, and I'm seeing it. It looks like goo that's just around you. And yeah, I understand. I understand exactly where you are. So what I said a minute ago, exactly what you're putting it into how you're experiencing. But it's like you've got your body. Put your hands, touch your face. Anybody else can do that if they want. Your head, feel your head, your body with your hands to really help you. Because what's happening is there's your body. So I'm putting my hands there to emphasize this line of your skin this definition of your skin, this separation, your skin on the inside, it's you, on the outside, it's something else. You've got your body and you've got this goo. And it doesn't matter how many hours you've slept. And part of the reason you've only slept 2 hours and 27 is because you've got this goo. And what's happening is your awareness, instead of being inside your body and looking at it from inside your body and seeing, okay, I'm here. It's like, oh, there's this thing here. Your awareness going to here. And so you are here. You are where your awareness is. If it's not in your body, you're not in your body. You're out of yourself, you're out of time, you're out of space. Okay, so the amount of sleep, in your case, it's because you're out here. You're not pulled into your body. So come into your body, and this is, for everybody, before you go to sleep, sit there, take time to like really connect with your space, with the room, where you are, with what's around you. If your mind is going somewhere else, just keep pulling it back. It takes practice. It takes work. Sometimes it takes a lot of effort. Absolutely. Because there's things that are we're just having a harder time letting go of. So, all right. How's everybody doing there? So we can't, don't beat yourself up. It's just where you've been. It's frustrating as hell to not be in that place of being where you want to be. Feeling much more grounded. Yeah, good for you. And it's okay if you want to cry about it, if you're upset about it, it's okay. You can be upset about it and then says, I'm going to keep at this because, damn it, I'm going to get good at it. Not shaking physically and my nerves aren't spent anymore. Oh, yeah, good. That's because you just come in, That physical shaking is because there's that instability of that alignment of your spirit, your energy field, and your physical body. Pulled out, yeah. And that strength, yeah. Very good. Any other comments? Anything else from anybody? Okay. So pretty good for now. So wisdom happy, just right now, you're having a really hard time right now. That's all right. We all go through this. Just literally touch your physical body. This had made me think of me going within. You want to explain that a little bit? And wisdom happy, like literally touch your cheek, just kind of bring, squeeze your arms, squeeze your hands, just to really bring, whatever it is, squeeze it, just feel it, just so you gets you focused on your body. There's a long lag too. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So do that for yourself. Cannot feel aligned with me, spine alignment. Okay. So breathe into your spine, come into your spine, feel your spine, move, and if you need to like press against a pillow just to help with that contact. And when we need to do that, it's like when we don't have enough of our own awareness in that area, and the back is fairly typical because people tend to carry a lot of other frequencies of other people on their back. So maybe press against something so you really bring your awareness back there, just to help with that, to really anchor that more into your brain as well. And feel that spine. Move your body, and just as you move your torso, notice your spine. Focusing on my spine center, up and down. Yeah. I go within and feel the alignment to get aligned. Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. And yeah, but try that movement, because that feels like that's going to make it anchor it even more physically. Star Galaxy, I feel. That's great. I love that. I feel more stable. Yeah, I feel is good too. I feel more stable. Answer my question in the why this happens often. Okay, good. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that body feel more stable. Excellent. Okay, really good. I'm picking up on others. Yeah. So if you're picking up on others, that's probably because your awareness is moving out of your body to pick up that information, instead of like being centered in it within you. And it's like that peripheral awareness. That's what I call peripheral awareness, of being centered in your body. It's like, if you're looking straight ahead and you've got your peripheral vision, you can pick up, if you move your thumbs or your hands to the side of your head, and you can't see me on Instagram, but there's a point, even though your eyes are focused forward, that you can keep picking up to the sides, and how far that goes kind of depends on your peripheral vision. So peripheral awareness is the same thing. You're centered in your body. From that center point, you can have that awareness without leaving your body, and you actually pick up more information that way, and you're safer too. That makes sense. Takes a little practice, because that's another kind of bad habit that many people have, is to get that information, to go way out of their body, wherever it is in the universe that they go for that information, instead of staying within, connected in with themselves, kind of thing. Thank you so much. So good. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for. All right. Well, another good. It was a long session, but I think that was good. Good practice. Good practice session. So next Wednesdays, is it 2? It's until April 3rd. April 3rd, we'll go back to, for the U.S. time, to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for the rest of the month, it's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for Europe, it's still the same time, because that's the time I'm on. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. Good kind of a workout session today. And always here on Wednesdays for you guys, unless something comes up. And so we'll see you next time you show up, and wherever else we meet up in the ethers. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.